You are live. Yes, it's 1 o'clock Pacific time. Thank you all for being here, or for those of you that aren't here, thanks for looking at this later. That's fantastic. My name is Ray Engen. I am the CEO of Leadership Through Laughter and inventor of the humor algorithm. Today, we're going to talk about presentation skills and what people do on a regular basis to lose money. Right there, 3 big mistakes that presenters make to lose money. If you're a salesperson making a pitch to get your product sold, if you are a entrepreneur seeking venture capital, if you are just a regular human being trying to get somebody to do something you want them to do, what is it that you're doing that lets you move forward, and what is it that's holding you back? We'll talk about those things today. Now, what I'd love to do is, after going over these 3 tips I've got here for you today, I would love to have you come on in here and talk about your presentation. And to do that, you go get in here, or get in here now. No, somebody else's. JoinRayLive.com. Do it from a Firefox or Chrome browser, and you can come in here. We can talk about your presentation. If you don't want to be coached on it, let's just talk about it and some things to put in it that will make it better. If not, this will be a 10-minute presentation, in and out. There we go. Otherwise, I'm looking forward to coaching somebody on this call today. That'll be fantastic. But let's get to it, shall we? Let's talk about some of the things that presenters do that really ruin their chances to put money in their pocket, and it winds up giving them more chances to lose money. And the first, number 1, is they're not present and they don't connect with their audience. So when you present, if you're thinking about the words that you're going to say, you're not thinking about what the audience is reacting to your words. So you have to be present with your audience. And in the words of rave speaking coach, coaching rave speakers, Susie Dickstein, they won't care until you show them that you do. I paraphrase that somehow, but I think you get the general idea. You must be present. You need to be walking in their shoes, not in your shoes. Very, very important concept. You are the least important person when you're making a presentation, especially one that is trying to get the customer to give you money. It doesn't work well if you care about yourself versus caring about them. So that's number 1. Number 2, don't tell us what you do. I don't care what you do. I'm not hiring for what you do. Show us the results of what we get. And show us through our eyes with our wallet, not yours. I had a friend that called me up and said, Ray, you work with a lot of executives and managers, and you coach them. I said, yeah, I do. He said, well, I have to go to my boss and fix a problem that we have at work. And what I said was, the first thing you do, don't go to them with a problem, find the answer and just present it to them. Then they're more likely that they'll accept that. And she said, oh, that's great. And she hung up. I didn't have enough information. But she did a great job. Here's what happened. She did this job, and she had a company, the group of 50 had, they did handwritten time cards. So she did her normal job, and her job at the end of the month was to do the handwritten time cards, which is a pain. I don't know if anybody's ever done that, but it's a pain. You have to get everybody to come in and check it off and do that. And so she would do a great job in her job for the first 3 weeks, and then the last week, everything would fall off. And it was like clockwork. It got so bad that she would go home and cry at the end of the last week when she had to do her handwritten time cards. So what she did is she found a software that would fix the problem for her, and it only would cost the company about $5,000. But she walked up to her boss, and what she said was, I've been having a hard time at work lately, and every month it's the same thing. I have to go through my job, and then it gets to the last week, and I have to do those darn time cards. They're handwritten time cards. And every time I do, it really frustrates me. I lose control of my job, and I have doing this. It just drives me crazy. I don't know what to do. I found the answer, though, boss, and it's only $5,000. Well, what did the boss hear out of that? $5,000. The answer is no. So I got a call back from her, and she said, Ray, you work with managers and you teach leadership through laughter. I go, yeah, I do. Well, you're an idiot, because I did what you said. I brought in the answer, and he told me I was an idiot. I said, well, let's find more about this problem. And I told her to do some research. And what she did is she found out that exactly what it cost the company to have this to not have this software and have her do it. And what she did the next day after her own research is she walked into the boss, same boss, next day, and said, hey, boss, I found something I thought was really interesting. I found a way I think we can save the company about $100,000 over the next year. And if I'm right, the last manager of the year only saved the company, this little division right here, only saved their division about $35,000. So if I'm right, I think you're a shoe-in for manager of the year this year. And it only has an outlay of initial $5,000, but I wanted to get on your calendar to talk about it. And the boss said, well, I'm free right now. Well, guess who now works a lot easier because they have that software system, and she works for that year's manager of the year for that company. What she did is she showed them the answer through their eyes, the boss's eyes. You're going to be the manager of the year with their wallet. We're saving the company money, not it's helping me out. So it doesn't matter what you do, what's the result of what you do, and how do you take that out? The farther you take out the result, the better it goes. Okay, so that's number 2. And feel free to put any comments in if you have any questions. The third tip is schedule the next step before you end this step. So if you're a sales presenter, if you are an entrepreneur seeking capital, if you are an entrepreneur who has to make a presentation or has to send in a proposal, always schedule the next step before you end this step. Because if you don't, the odds of it happening probably are going to be very small. Part of what I learned from David Newman is that always schedule the next step before you end this step. If you have to give a proposal, well, oh great, when do you want to schedule a call so we can make sure that proposal is very easy for you to present? Something like that. Very simple. And the other solid tip on here at the end is number 3A. Oops, it's saying number 3A is remember the humor creates instant rapport, trust, and likability. So this is part of what you need to do. Laughter is instant acceptance, instant trust, instant likability. It comes through even on Zoom. And if you want to have fun with people, they're going to want to have fun with you, and they're going to want to do business with you. People like to do business with those that know, like, and trust. That's a little bonus on there. We'll have some more of these things, but that's a little extra bonus we have on the side. So if anybody would like to come in here and kind of look over and talk about presentations and what they can do, let me show you that right there. It is get in here right now. Go to joinraylive.com and we can talk about presentation skills. We can go over your presentation skill, how you would open up something, how you make yourself more memorable when you start. Always start with a bang. Don't say good morning, because what if it wasn't a good morning for somebody that you're talking to? Whole nother section right there. But those are the 3 big ones. Now, since I said schedule the next step before this step, I would love to talk to some of you about your presentations. I would love to go over some things that I think could make them better and easier and make your life more meaningful and worthwhile simply in 15 minutes. So what I'm going to put up here, this is my calendar. Calendly.com/humor/15 minutes. Go there right now and schedule 15 minutes where you and I can just talk about life as a presenter and how we can make it easier for you and what we can do with that. Also, not on here, kiwilive.com, password Zoom. kiwilive.com, password Zoom. I always have some interesting things in there about presentation skills, about the humor algorithm, the link to my calendar. You can sign up for the humor algorithm there. It's the kiwilive.com has the special 50% off price in there. It'll be starting up in August. That's coming out. We just finished the program in June, and we're taking July off, and then it comes out in August. So I would really love to have anybody hop in there and do that. Also, don't forget, go on my calendar, 15 minutes. I know it's the beginning, or almost the beginning of a brand new weekend, an Independence Day. Go to Jeff Rogers, and he talks about how this is an independence for him, and what are you doing about creating a new independence for you. So I wanted to give you a quick few tips to help yourself not lose money with presentations. And I will, if nobody's jumping in, I'll give it a moment here. I will talk to y'all later and send your questions. I'll answer them. But kiwilive.com, password Zoom, pick up some free stuff. I don't even know what's in there now. I meant to go change it last night, but I didn't. So I bet the deck for the humor algorithm is still in there. So if you want to get some secret ninja insights into how to create humor in your life and your presentations, they're in there right now. Link to the calendar, link to the humor algorithm. Just have fun. Create something new, be exciting, be memorable, take a stand. People are going to like you because you're likable, for gosh sakes. I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and gosh darn, people like me. Thank you. All right, have a great one. Enjoy the 4th of July safely and sanely, and I'll talk to you soon. Also, 4 o'clock tomorrow, I was talking about next step. 4 o'clock tomorrow, come on with me, humor happy hour, 4 p.m. Pacific time. Let's have some fun. Let's jump on there and just talk about the pains that you saw this week. We'll turn them into something fun. I guarantee it. So come on with me. We had a great group last week. It gets a little bit bigger each week. It's just for fun. It's not business. It's just flat out pleasure. All right. Thank you. Talk to you later.